The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You found The Local Show. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate your company. And I do appreciate the flowers that are blooming everywhere. Other than my allergies, I really, what a great time of year. It's just so nice. And you know what I heard the other day?
No, birds. I don't, Tom. I'm going to find out.
Remember I told you that like midsummer to late summer, all the birds just went away from my lawn. And there were hundreds of them. Now they're all back, including the squirrels, of course.
There we go.
The nuisance, those darn
Why are you so attractive to the birds and squirrels and critters?
I don't know. No, I'm going to put up, I haven't put up the bird feeders yet. I think I will again because I do enjoy seeing the cardinals. We got a husband-wife cardinal team in the backyard.
Mr. and Mrs.
I really like those cardinals.
Yeah, the guy's got all the looks, though. Let's be honest.
They do. Hey, Dave Christen is with us right now. He's the COO of Four Winds Chimney. How you doing there, Dave?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you, man, and good to meet you. So let's let the audience warm up to you. Why don't you tell them, are you a native of Syracuse, of somewhere else? Where were you born and raised?
Born just on the road in Rochester,
okay.
But grew up in this great region.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the Finger Lakes region as my home for many, many years.
Yeah.
And just love this place. I love that we have 4 seasons.
Good for you.
That's just something that people, when I've lived without it, without green, and
be a good name for a company, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, nice. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. I stumbled across that one. Good call, Steve. So I just love this area. My wife and my 4 kids relocated back here about 5 years ago.
4 kids. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we're in the Hurt Locker.
Yeah. After 3, that got me. Well, I have 3, and that was like, wow.
Yeah.
We've had too many.
Yeah. But it's a great place to raise kids. It's a great place to call home. And,
sure. You moved away for a while or something? Or?
Yeah, I was in Boulder, Colorado for about 15 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Got tired of wildfire smoke.
No kidding, yeah.
And lack of oxygen, right?
Yeah, so we brought our family back to this great region to raise them here. And
did you go to school for anything particular? Did you go to a college or a vocational school?
I did a couple of years of school at Roberts Wesleyan in Rochester.
Yeah, nice.
And then went down to school in Virginia for a while once I graduated out there. Eventually went to work for the Olympics in Colorado Springs, and then
what'd you do for
Colorado. I was doing event production. That's my background, which isn't at all masonry. So for your listeners, if I show up to do your chimney repair, good luck.
Yeah. So you're a communication guy.
Yeah, but we have amazing people on our team that'll do that for you. Yeah. So don't expect me. But yeah, moved, came back to work with Anthony, our owner at Four Winds Chimney, to just do some really cool things. And
what got you interested in that?
Yeah, how'd that happen?
We just crossed paths. And really, as you guys know, a lot of what you do in life is about the people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
So it has less to do for us at Four Winds Chimney to do with masonry than it does with our team. And just the group of people that we have and the care that we give, and we're invested into our communities, and that's what gives us fulfillment.
So chimneys need to be fixed, yes?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, they're so high up on your roof, unless usually your eyes are on your roof and you're looking at shingles, and then you give up after that.
Yeah.
The next 15 feet belong to us, and no one's got a plan in their lives to have to do chimney work, but it comes off.
Is the whole chimney sweep thing still a thing?
It is. Yeah, we've got a slew of chimney sweep certified folk in our team. There's a science to it. There's a lot of things that you're looking for, and It's funny, inherently, when you start a fire in the center of your home, you can imagine it's dangerous.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So much like your gas stove, for those that have those, it's something that you want to take careful attention to, and we have people that'll help you do that.
Hey, Tom, do you picture Dick Van Dyke when you think of a chimney sweep?
Always.
It's not that different, really. They just were wearing a different type of hat these days instead of the top hat.
Well, my wife was born in Banbury, England.
Nice.
And a lot of her family is still there. And when my mother-in-law was alive, she used to tell the stories of the people who would do the chimney sweeping in England, and it looked just like the stories.
Well, if you don't do it, it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, very much so. So you can get into some significant issues with your home if you're not taking care of that. Right. It's an organism of your home's body that you have to be really careful with, and if you have things that build up in there, or even critters, like those birds and squirrels. That
I had bats in one of my houses. A lot of bats.
It can become a thing, and then obviously we see it on the news when you see those house fires. A lot of them are related.
I've heard a lot. So what's the whole pointing thing? I got to point my chimney. Which way was it pointing to begin with? Explain that. Explain that.
I guess not all chimneys point north like everything else does, but the pointing technique is the joints basically that are in between your brick can deteriorate over time, especially in this part of the country where we have a lot of freeze-thaw cycles. We do love the 4 seasons around here, as I referred to before, but it is a symptom of masonry deteriorating in this area. And as that deteriorates, it can cause problems to your system. And repointing is just the technique of grinding out the junk, like that knee replacement.
Right.
Grind out the chunk, but then replacing it with quality material.
How do people know that their chimney should be looked at?
If it looks ugly, it probably is. So if you're starting to see things with either deterioration of the hard goods, the masonry, the brick, and the joints that are holding it all together, a lot of times you'll see it with buildup from either soot. You'll see evidence. You'll also see critter evidence is often something that you're looking for as well. There's a number of ways, but the best way to do it is just to have us come take a quick look. It doesn't cost you much to do that, and we'll give you a full assessment.
What exactly is creosote?
Yeah, so creosote's a buildup of contaminant that'll just live inside. It kind of just imagine just kind of a black. It's almost glossy. That'll build up inside of your flues, especially in traditional wood burning fireplaces, and that turns into almost a thick layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And then that can become recombustible as well.
And that has to be cleaned out regularly, right?
Yeah, you should. You really should. If you're a heavy user of your chimney, and a heavy would equal, you're burning a couple of times a year or more.
That's not okay. So if somebody has a wood stove,
if you're burning every year at least sometime, you need to make sure that you're probably having somebody take a look at it on an annual basis.
Okay. So if someone has a house, has a chimney, get it checked.
Yeah,
maybe it's just clean, but maybe let's see what's there, because it can be dangerous. They can reach out to you. 4 Winds Chimney. Boy, Tom, it's tough today.
Yeah, it's okay.
228-0887 in the big area code 315 right here. Hey, I get my chimney checked. 228-0887. 4windschimney.com, Tom.